and this is Madeline.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. How old are you, Madeline?
7.
7. What a great age to start learning how to play the piano. That's wonderful. My goodness. And so, what do you call your teacher? Is she Miss Dana or Miss Van Dyke? What do you call her?
Miss Dana.
Miss Dana. Oh, that's wonderful. Good. Well, I'm Dr. Marley, and I'm the one who wrote your method that you're using. And since Dana was a former student of mine, she did so well. She's such a dynamite teacher and a wonderful person, as you know. I just asked her, I said, do you have anybody that might want to do some coaching on this? And she said, yes, I think Madeline would be wonderful. And I said, oh, that's perfect. So that's great. So you are in Miss Dana's house, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember her studio. That's so good. So since Miss Dana's with you, that's so fantastic. I'm going to ask her, can you move the camera so that we see more of the keyboard?
Yes.
There, that's nice. Okay, so why don't you show both Miss Dana and me a really nice, healthy, natural posture at the keyboard? So can you sit tall and long and put your feet flat on the floor or on that? Yeah, you can't do it on the floor, can you? Yeah, you have a little resting place. That's good. Very good. And so, Miss Dana, could you move the bench a little bit further back so she's sitting towards the front of the bench?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, she's going to move you. Oh, okay, good. And then Madeline, yes. That'll be more comfortable. Good. All right, now show us your nice, tall, and long posture. Good for you. All right, and if you put your arms out like this, are your elbows above the white keys? Can you go and put your arm out like this? Yeah, actually, now she's a little far, isn't she? Okay, so now we got to move the bench back in. There we go. That's good. Nice. Good. Okay, good. And go ahead and put your arm out again. And let's make sure that you've got room underneath your arm. Yeah, she seems to be really, really far still. Oh my gosh, got to move you just a little further up.
Right here. Right at the
Perfect
edge.
that you're at your teacher's house. My gosh. Oh, that's much better. Oh, that's so perfect. Does that feel good, Madeline? That's excellent. Okay, so the tree house, which hand is going to start your piece? Is it the right hand or the left hand?
The right.
The right hand, absolutely. And then how many measures does your right hand play? That's something new. What is a measure? Do you remember that it's a measure is all the notes that are in between the bar lines? Yeah, so if you counted each measure in the first line, how many measures are there? You can help her, Miss Dana. How many measures are there in that first line?
Here. And then there's another. With 2, and then 3, and then
Yeah, four
4.
measures. Absolutely. And music is quite symmetrical or balanced, right? So you pretty much are going to find four measures for the left hand. Is that true? In the second line, do you see four measures? Yeah, that's good. Okay, very good. So you are in middle C position. And what does that mean? If you looked at the piano map up at the top of the page, you'll notice that both thumbs are on what key?
C.
Yay! And it's not just any C, it's a very important C. What do we call that C?
Middle C.
Yay, that's it. Absolutely, Madeline. That's wonderful. Now, the biggest thing about this piece is that you learned what a time signature is. And this means how many beats are in every measure. So taking a look at your very, very first measure, what kind of note do you see first? Right, it gets 2 beats. Do you remember what kind of note that's called?
Is it quarter note or is it a
Half note.
Yay! Yes, that note gets 2 beats and it's a half note. Good. And then the other 2 notes in that measure are quarter notes. And how many beats do they get?
1.
Yes, you're so right. So when we get to this counting, this is what we do, Madeline. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you do that with Miss Dana?
say we count it out loud?
We counted out loud.
Yeah. So why don't you do it with Miss Dana? Why don't you count it out loud and clap it at the same time? Does that sound good? So you don't have to look at me, just look at your music and count out loud. And Miss Dana, you know, since she's been through the pedagogy program, she knows exactly what to do. She can either clap with you, she can point to the notes, whatever she wants to do.
You ready to clap out the song? So we'll count out loud as we go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then next line.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My gosh, what a great steady beat you had. Oh my goodness, Madeline, that was fantastic. Good for you. So in your right hand, do you play every single note between middle C and treble G? Do you play every single note in this piece? Can you go ahead and take a look at your musical map again?
C. Do we play D? Yep. How about E? Yes. Can you point to where we play F? Yes. In the music. There you go. We play G? Yes.
Yes, that's so good. Wonderful. And what about your left hand? I don't think it plays 5 keys. I don't think it does. How many of those keys do you play now? Ooh, you have a C in the beginning with your left hand, right? Middle C in your left hand. And then where do you go? Up or down?
Down.
Yes, you go down to what note?
B.
Good. And then where do you go for the next note? Do you go down or up?
Down.
You go down again. And what is the name of that note?
A.
Oh, that's so perfect. And then what happens? Do you go up or down?
Up.
Up. Good. To what note?
B.
Good. And then the very last note in the entire piece is what?
C.
Middle C again. I think you're so ready to play this piece, Madeline. So I'm going to listen for a steady beat. What do you think you'll be listening for?
Dynamics, maybe? Forte?
Ooh, forte would be nice. You want to listen for that too? Yeah, okay, that sounds good. All right, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start. You played with such a steady beat. Brava. And how about your forte? What'd you think about that?
Good.
It was good. Yeah, it was nice and big and warm. Wonderful. Well, I look forward to hearing the duet with you and Miss Dana. It's going to be colossal. Good for you.
There, with a nice steady beat. Okay. So in your head, you're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And we'll think of another nice rounded hand position. 4 little hips. Okay, so let's count off together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, play.
Wow, that was marvelous, you two. And I just love the drip, the drop, and the roll at the end. Beautiful, you two. Wonderful. You're so synchronized with your teacher, Madeline. Ah, fantastic. Good. All right, you both. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Practicing.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Yes, thank you. See you. Bye bye.